Here, got my bro Try with me,
What up?
and album we are going to review tonight is Sade's fifth
Yeah.
studio album, Lovers Rock, released in 2000. It was released on Epic Records. Producers include Mike Pila and Sade. This was Sade's first album in 8 years after the Love Deluxe album, which very dope album. Love that album and shit.
Classic.
Yes, I need to get my hands on the album very soon.
Yeah.
Um, Singles albums known for it only came out with two singles, which is like kind of small compared to like the previous Sade albums, and those singles
Right.
are "By Your Side" and "King of Sorrow." Producers include Sade and Mike Pila, usual producer for them and shit.
Right.
And in case you guys don't know, the members of Sade are Sade, of course, on vocals, Andrew Hale on keyboards, Stuart Matthewman on guitar and programming and woodwinds, and Paul S. Denman on bass. All right, so after the release of the Love Deluxe album, Sade and the band kind of went and kind of severed their ties because she took like a mini retirement, and so around that time, the group kind of got into production because they were working with Maxwell, and they basically helped produce the his first album, Urban Hang Suite. Dope album, classic album, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
And
Um,
Embryo.
yes, and Embryo, of course,
Very
definitely.
dope.
Embryo does not get the credit it deserves, man. I'm just gonna put it out
It
there.
doesn't. Highly slept on. I think that's his most slept on album.
I feel like that's his best album too.
Yeah. That was a great album.
Yeah,
Definitely. We got definitely got to discuss that one.
yeah. I actually want to get a copy of that album if I want to do a review on that shit. To be
Yeah.
real.
True. True.
Yes. Yeah. I like and hint hint. I like Embryo more than Now. To be real with y'all.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree. That was a
Yeah.
better album.
Yeah. Now was good, but it was just a bit. It was like too safe compared to the previous two.
Yeah. True.
But yeah. Back to Sade. Also in 1996, they formed their own group called Sweetback and released their self-titled album in 96, which we're gonna review the album Friday. I wanna go with 4 o'clock on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you a final answer by tonight, but 4 o'clock is my estimate. So
All right.
yeah, so I'm gonna save my thoughts on that album though, 'cause I gotta re-listen to the album tonight too. And while they were doing their own thing, Sade the singer, she kind of like stepped away from the spotlight a little bit, and a lot of people kind of thought that she had depression, had just going on drugs and shit like that, but she had just had a kid and stuff. She was enjoying married life. She didn't want to be like caught. And that's the thing about Sade. She's not girl that's always like in the spotlight and the
Right.
award shows and whatnot. Like she's in her own lane. Like she's in her own world and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And also in 1994, they finally dropped they dropped their first compilation, The Best of Sade, and that same year they won a Grammy for Best R&B Performance for No Ordinary Love, rightfully so in my opinion. Um,
That.
yes, and so by the time the late '90s ended, the 2000s came. Sade got back together, and there's like a start of very different when it comes to like this album. Like this album is very like stripped down. It's very sparse, and it's kind of threw me aback because when I'm always listening to Sade, I'm always used to like the melodic, the lush
Right.
arrangements, the jazziness of this shit. Whereas this album was like their like experimental album, like conceptual wise, it's still like a traditional Sade album. She's talking about heartbreak and love and the good stuff and all that shit, but this one is like it took me a while to really get used to in a weird way,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna get more into that once we review this album. And like as y'all can see, I don't have those. I don't have like the album on me, but Troy got the album and shit.
I have it. Yep.
Yeah,
2000.
yeah. How long you had that album, by the way?
Since 2000, I've rushed out and I bought it. I've always been a Sade fan because, like, growing up, my mom used to play a lot of her stuff around the house. So I grew up basically listening to, Sweetest Taboo and Smooth Operator. So when it came out, I rushed to the stores and I bought it. So
Right. I feel you on that. Ashley's in the building and shit.
love Ash.
Yes. What was I about to say? What was I about to say? All right, like I said, let's get started with the view. We got is 11 songs, so let's get this shit started. Track number one, "By Your Side." Of course, that was a single. Love this song right here. Definitely is a nice way to begin the album. You know, it has the traditional Sade, but mixed with the early 2000s vibe and shit. You know, kind of has
Right.
like that Angie Stone, India Ivory kind of vibe, like judging by the beat and shit. And you know, definitely a very dope love song from Sade and shit. And I believe this song was actually nominated for a Grammy Award. Yeah, it was nominated for female pop vocal performance in the Grammys and shit. And yeah, so very dope song. Love this shit.
I think it's a great way to start off the album. I love this song. I remember when the video came out, and I like the guitars in it. It has like a real melodic beat. It's almost like it has like a almost like a sad somber tone to it.
Yeah,
You know, the lyrics that where Sade sings, "You think I'll leave your side, baby? You know me better than that. Think I'll leave you down when you're down. Do that." Love the track. There's also a dope remix by the Neptunes. Neptunes did the remix for this, and I have found that on YouTube like a couple years ago. I like, and I love the Neptunes, so I think that's a dope remix as well.
well, that's very interesting. You know, Sade on Neptune. I'm kind of interested in hearing that shit now.
Yeah, it's a melodic like the remix it keeps in the same formula with the original. So it has like a melodic tone to it, but like the drums are like a bit more like vibrant, but it's a dope remix.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
All right. Track number two we got is "Flow." Another very good song. This is like what I mean when I say like how the album is stripped down and shit because it just has these guitars and shit like that and Sade's voice. I feel like she kind of compares the love to a endless river in my opinion when it talks about flow, and she feels like she gives too much of to the love and shit like that. It always goes on and on and on like heartbreak after heartbreak and shit like that. So that's one way I got from flow. Very another good song. You know, she's always good with these concepts and shit like that. You know, ever since Diamond Life, she's always been good with that concepts.
Definitely. Yeah, I think it's a banging track, the danceable track. The lyrics where she's singing, is it possible I could feel this good? I can really love you the way I do. Great song. Definitely one of my favorites on the album as well.
Hmm.
A great it has a great flow so far for the album.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That is flow for you guys. Track number three, "King of Sorrow." This is another very interesting song because she is one thing I got from this song is how she's carrying everybody's problems on her and like she's getting more heartbreak from that shit. Kind of reminds me of Erica Badu's "Bag Lady" in a way from the Mama's
Right.
Gun album, which is another dope album.
Came out the same year as well. Mama's Gun. I
I
think that
thought
was that was 2000.
Mama's Gun was 2001, but still close. Yeah,
Oh, 2000, okay.
yeah, yeah. I love the line when she said, "I want to cook you a soup that warms your soul, but nothing would change. Nothing would change at all. It's just a day that brings it all about. Just another day, and nothing's any good." Like
Right.
very dope line and shit. Um, yeah, very good song, "King of Sorrow."
Yeah, it has like a woe is me type of vibe to the track, and You know, she's taking on people's problems, and it's like a she's like singing about like it's like having a like a bad day.
Right.
DJ's playing the same song. I have so much to do. I have to carry on. Wonder if this grief will ever let me go. I feel like I am the king of sorrow. And I love the guitars on there, and it's real melodic and another like somber track. I believe there's a remix with the Guru. I remember hearing the Guru on this track. I don't know if it was like a blend tape or if it's like an official remix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's very cool and shit. Yeah, King of Sorrow definitely another highlight from the album and shit. Now, next song is Somebody Already Broke My Heart. Shit. Very solid song right here. Um, it has a Love Deluxe feel to it, in my opinion, just by the way it was mixing the beat towards and shit. You know, kind of Sade kind of reliving through a heartbreak moments and stuff like that. Yeah, man, very good song.
yep. I like it. Real melodic, nice beat. Sade sings I've been torn apart so many times, been hurt so many times before. So be careful and be kind. And I think she was like, singing about like being hurt, you know, in a past relationship and not wanting to get close to somebody again. And then it's like, you know, if you that right person that come along in her life is like, you gotta be careful, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like her walls are guarded because of like her past scars in her last relationship. And I
Hmm.
think that's a great song that, people can relate to, like being in bad relationships or having like any type of heartbreak happening.
Exactly, like very relatable song and shit like that. Yeah,
Right.
the album's very somber, man. I can already tell you that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Track number five, All About Our Love. Probably one of my favorite songs from this album. I feel like the song she's kind of celebrating more of like an everlasting love she want to have with a lover. I love the fucking beat. It has a very positive, like very nice riding around down the sunset kind of vibe towards it and shit. Um, yeah, man, very good song. I love how simple it is shit too. So yeah, love this shit.
Yeah, this is a beautiful track, real melodic. I like the beat. It has like a Caribbean vibe to it. Like the drums have like a Caribbean vibe to it, Um, which she's singing after all this time, after all is said and done, we can get through it as if it just begun. And yeah, I like this song. Definitely a solid track on it.
Yeah, highly agree on that shit. Track number six, we got Slave Song. Um, I was kind of confused about what this song was about, to be real with you.
Right.
I don't really need. I mean, it's not a bad song. I was just kind of confused what she was kind of saying on this song. But
Right.
one thing I would say is it has like a very reggae vibe, like a very Bob Marley roots reggae kind of vibe towards it and shit.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, but yeah, conceptual wise, I was a little bit confused and stuff, But yeah,
Yeah, I didn't understand what it was about. Like, I don't like, you see the song title and it says slave song. I'm like, is it about slaves? And like there's a part in the song where she's singing, there was a time when I thought I would have to give up. And I'm like, well, this don't sound like it has anything to do with slaves, you know what I'm saying? So it has a dark tone to it though. It's like a dark song. The whole vibe of the song is dark. It has a nice like reggae beat to it, like you were saying. And I don't know. The title is kind of misleading though. It's not about slaves, but um, I thought it was a decent song.
yeah, I definitely agree with you and shit. Like, I definitely feel like she was trying to make a point with the song and shit, but I just feel like it wasn't
Right,
really presented that clear. But yeah, it is what it
right,
is. Then we have The Sweetest Gift. Um, a song I kind of thought was just okay,
right,
not really like a favorite, not a bad song, but just okay and shit.
right. It was a nice little ballad. The where she's singing them, and then the wind pulls the clouds across the moon. Your light fills the darkest room. I think so, like a lot of times when Sade sings, like her lyrics are real poetic. It's almost like you can envision what she's singing about. And I think
Right.
like those lyrics there, like you can envision what she's singing about. But it's not one of my favorites, but it was a nice little ballad, a change of pace from the melodic stuff that we had to start the album with.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah,
All right. Then we got track number 8, Every Word. Um, Another good song, kind of an improvement from the past two. She's kind of going back to every word that happened with the guy that she broke up with and stuff like that, and she wanted the love is really real. That's from what I got from it and shit. Yeah,
right.
very strong track. That song is.
Yeah, this was cool. Another melodic track, nice beat, nice bass line. The guitar strings, I like that. The lyrics where she's singing, treated me like a stranger when all the time I was loving you, all of your slick moves, they were all innocent moves. And again, that's like another track of where it's like she's been hurt in the past, and the dude that she was with, like he was playing games and doing shit behind her back, and she let him know that yo, this is not right. Like I'm not feeling this. You know what I mean? And I think it's a good track.
Yeah, I definitely feel it's another great track for the album.
Yeah.
All right, track number 9, Immigrant. Again, another song where it's like you
Right.
kind of have to re-listen to a couple of times to really find out what she's talking about and shit. Um, yeah, this was another okay song. Again, I was kind of confused about what she was kind of talking about. Like, one minute she's saying, coming from what he did, he was turned away from every door like Joseph. And next thing you
Right.
know, is she's saying some shit like the secret of their fear and their suspicion, standing there looking like an angel in his brown shoes, his short suit, his white shirt, and his cuffs a little frayed. I'm like, what the fuck? I got a little lost from it, but I don't know. I do like the song a little bit better than Slave Song, but yeah, I was kind of a little confused by the message on this one.
I think with this song, like when she's talking about the black man, it's like the word immigrant referring to him as like maybe he came from like Africa or something. But like black man as a whole, because we all are from Africa. So I feel like she's like just talking about the black man like being an immigrant, and like in her chorus of the song she's talking about didn't know what it was to be black till they sa- till they saved him his change and didn't want to touch his hand. They gave him his change and they didn't want it black or whatever. And that's what she was like repeating in the song or whatever. But I feel like she was just talking about not just him being a black man, and how he was being racially profiled, but not being an immigrant per se, but just being a black man, and how he people treated him differently because of his the color of his skin. But I thought it was a dope song. I like the beat. It's a banging beat. I like the bass line for that. Definitely one of my favorites on the album.
I feel you. I definitely feel you on there. Definitely. All right. Track number 10, Lovers Rock. Again, another favorite of mine from this album. Another song that kind of had like a very laid back vibe towards it and shit like that.
Right.
Comparing, I feel like the Lovers Rock is definitely the lover and shit like that. How she is the rock, he is the rock and shit like that. Always keeps her grounded. That's one thing I got from this song. Yeah,
Right.
again, very dope song conceptual wise. She definitely did a thing on this track. Very good song right here.
Yeah, I like the title track. I think it has like another has like some dancehall reggae vibes to it. Nice beat, nice bass line. I wish he would have did a video for this because this was like a dope song. This could have been like another single from the album, but I like it. Lyrics where she sings somewhere in my sadness, I know I won't fall apart completely. And just a dope title song. I love it. I think it symbolizes the whole sound of the album. as well. And
Got you.
that's one of my favorites on here.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Love this definitely should have been a single and shit. I was kind of surprised it wasn't on some real shit. Like, I mean, the album still did very good on the charts from what I've read, but maybe it wasn't really promoted that well or something.
Right. Yeah, because I only remembered King of Sorrow and By Your Side. They didn't really drop nothing else after that. So
Mm. Or maybe it was just Sade's idea. Maybe she just want to stick to touring, maybe, but
yeah.
who knows? And the final track off this album, "It's Only Love That Gets You Through." Very nice ballad and shit like that. Again, pretty okay song, and again, not really one of my favorites. I would go back through, but yeah, very
Right.
solid and shit.
It was cool. Nice, ballad, nice pianos. She's singing "Love Is Kind" and "Love Can Give" and "Love Needs No Gain." It's nice, a nice way to end off the album. It's not one of my favorites, but it was a nice, beautiful song though.
Highly agree, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, that's all of the album. Okay, so me personally,
Hmm.
this is probably my least favorite Sade album.
Right.
But at the same time, when I mean my least favorite in this case, it's still a relatively good album and shit.
Yeah.
My only gripe, I just felt like some of the like I was kind of confused what certain songs meant and shit like that. But
Right.
besides that, I grew to love the production. It took like again, it took me a while to really get used to this album and shit. Vocal wise,
Right.
she was still strong and shit. The band was still tight and strong as ever when it came to instrumentation. Yeah, definitely love this album. Do I feel like it's a very great? Do I feel like it's a great comeback after the deluxe? I do feel like it's a great comeback, but I don't feel like it's topping Love Deluxe. So I
Right.
definitely give this a 4 out of 5. Solid
Yeah.
album.
Yeah. This was a good album. It was. It had like your reggae type of songs. You got your ballads,
Mm-hmm.
up to the melodic tracks. And she picked the right singles. Like "By Your Side" was a dope song. That was a big song when it came out.
Yeah.
"King of Sorrow." Um, I like the title track as well, "Love Is Rock." "Immigrant." That was a dope song. Like the two songs, like "Immigrant" and "Slave Song," it was like they're misleading because it's not actually about. Well, at least for "Slave Song," it's not actually about a slave. With "Immigrant," I think it was like more about the black man just being, racially profiled or whatever. So I guess like in her eyes, like people was like looking at him like he was an immigrant. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not one of us. You're like from a different, country, and you're black. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but I think it was a decent album. You know what I'm saying? It's not as great as Lovers Rock or Diamond Life, but it's definitely a decent album though. I would give it like a solid like 3.5, mics,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that because like I said, I don't know why, but this was probably like I don't know why, but I always skipped among this album for some reason
Right,
when it came to Sade. Not that it was a
right,
bad thing; it was just that the stripped down production was a lot for me to get used to on some real shit. But
right.
yeah, man, I can't wait till we talk about the Sweetback album this Friday though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, give me one
I
second.
slept on
Yeah, give me one second. I'm gonna get some water right quick.
it.
But
Yeah.
uh, other than that, yeah, definitely. And we definitely have to talk about Soldier of Love too one day.
Oh yeah. That's another album that wasn't promoted a lot, and I think it's because like at that time it was like R&B and like soul music was changing. So when you had like Trey Songz was out, he was big at that time, and Jeremiah, and you know what I'm saying. So I think for Sade it was like she just put it out there, like she didn't, what I mean, she didn't really care about like the generation coming up now, like getting to know her music. So they just put it out there. She released like I think like 2 videos and that was it.
Yeah, I know she released Soldier of Love, and I think she dropped the Moon in the Sky. I think that's the name of the song and
Right,
shit.
right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow. We discussed Thriller versus Purple Rain and shit.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be great.
For real. I was just re-listening to both albums earlier and shit.
Right.
Shit,
Yeah.
man. R.I.P. MJ.
Oh yeah, definitely. Both
Yeah,
of them.
yeah, and Prince too.
Yeah.
Shit. Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? Yeah, what's up, AG? What's up, Sam?
What up?
Shit. Yeah, Sam said very underrated album. Yeah, I agree, definitely.
Yep.
And the crazy thing like about it, I feel like this is probably my second or third favorite R&B album of 2000.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, I think the first, I would have to say the first might be Tony Braxton's The Heat album.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Um,
That's another underrated album too.
do you think it's underrated?
Did he? Yeah, well, she had the big hits off of it, but I like when it comes to her albums, I hear more people talk about the first one and Secrets over the Heat, but I think the Heat. But I went back and listened to them, and I definitely think it was a solid album. Like it's been years since I heard it, but definitely one of her best.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that, man. Definitely had that perfect mixture of urban, R&B, and hip hop and shit like that. But it wasn't like
Yep.
overdone. That's one thing I liked about The Heat.
Like
Shoot, fucking Tony Braxton and shit. Let's see. Yeah. By the way, I was listening to I've been listening to like a lot of like different hip hop lately and shit.
yeah,
Um, definitely was re-listening to that fucking Donald D Notorious album.
like
Yeah, that shit is fucking fire though. I need to check out his second one.
that's what's up.
Yeah, I gotta hear Little Brother's new album too.
Yeah, that was cool. It's not a bad album. It was dope, but I just don't understand why not one not a part of it because they made like a little documentary about how they got back together and he's in it and I don't understand why are you in the documentary but you're not a part of the album. Instead he has Crisis on there and there's another producer from Soul Council that did like most of the tracks for Rhapsody for her album and I think he's on the Little Brother one but I don't understand why he wasn't a part of the Little Brother album but he's like all over the Rhapsody album. So that just was weird. I mean, unless he was maybe it was like scheduling conflicts or whatever. But I mean, you did a whole album with Smith and Wesson. You know what I'm saying? You did like half of Rhapsody's new album, but you don't do nothing for your own group. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I was kind of confused about too because the way they made it out to seem is I thought they were all back together, everything like that.
Like
But then all of a sudden it was like, nah, he didn't produce shit on the album. I'm like, oh wow.
and he is and it's and he posted stuff. He posted like promoting the album on his IG page. So it's not like he's like shitting on them. I just don't understand why he's not a part of the album because like you are Little Brother. That's where you came from. That's how he got his start. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought it was weird, but he's in the documentary talking about him and Questlove is in it. Questlove actually um actually like made like was like the one to like bring them back together because he was like, he saw how, the way that Tribe ended with, Fife dying, and they never really had a chance to reconcile, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, you don't want to end up like Fife and end up dying and not, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
he made like Fonte, like he texted Fonte and Big Pooh, and they were like, yo, like you gotta, squash the beef with stupid, y'all are grown men. And I think that was dope. I wish you could do that for the Fugees. It's been long overdue for them,
man. At this point, I feel like the Fuji will never get back together.
and
Yeah,
yeah, so they in the documentaries, but I don't understand why he's not on the album. So I could only guess it was scheduling. But even if that is, I mean, your group is coming back. They ain't been out since what, like Left Back. When was that? The last album was what, Left Back. That was what, 09, maybe
yeah.
2010.
2010.
So right, and I'm like, yo, that's your own group. You got to do at least one track on it or remix or something.
True. Or maybe he feels like that time has sailed, that boat has sailed for him and shit like that. He wants to do different things.
Right.
Shit. At the same time, it's like he still will tour with them and shit like that. Cause they're like many groups that I know that they won't
Hmm.
do albums with motherfuckers, but they'll still tour with them from time after time and shit.
Right. Yeah, like Muggs is still a part of Cypress, but he don't really tour with them no more. So
Exactly.
he's busy doing like everybody else's albums and stuff. So
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. That nigga Muggs is a fucking monster and shit.
he's like Cypress without Muggs is not Cypress. Because I grew up from the very first album they came out, so it was like when you see Be Real and Send Dog and Muggs, that's Cypress to me. It's like Eric Bobo is a part of them, but you gotta have Muggs there as well. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at Little Brother, it ain't Little Brother without Ninth Wonder.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So, but it's a decent album though. But yeah, I just wish he was a part of the album actually, because that's your group.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I see your point. It's like when like
Yeah.
it's like when Tribe did the fucking Beats, Rhymes, and Life album and shit, and it was mostly like Kid Tip and Consequence, which I feel like the album is very highly underrated, but it took me a
Mhm.
while to again to really appreciate the
Right.
album. But yeah, because Tip and Consequence together, it was not the same as Tip and Fife. That's real shit.
Right. 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 Yeah, that's when like he decided to add, well, Consequence is his cousin, so he decided to add his cousin on a couple of songs or whatever, put him in the videos, and it was okay for a couple of features, but I don't look at Consequence like he's part of Tribe,
Hell
you know?
no. For like that he's mostly fine with like being with Kanye West and all that shit. Even though I'm not the biggest
Right,
Consequence fan like that.
right. And then him and Kim and Kanye, their relationship fell apart, so
Right.
you know,
That's crazy as hell.
yeah.
What's he doing? What's he doing right now?
Kanye?
I mean, Consequence.
Oh, um, I don't know. I know he was doing the mixtape thing for like a couple years, and then he ended up going on Love and Hip Hop for a couple years. Then he left
Oh,
that. He had the beef with Joe Budden because of that whole thing on Love and Hip Hop. And I don't know. I haven't heard on the music from him in a long time.
yeah, man. Because like the last time I heard from her is when she did that fucking album where it was kind of resembling the Midnight Marauders album.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, I didn't really hear that. I didn't really hear that. I heard a couple of songs on it. It was okay and shit. But I
And he was on the last Tribe album, the Thank You for Your Service. That joint.
oh yeah, I forgot about that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that was like the last time I really seen him like do anything music related, but I haven't heard no album from him.
Yeah, man. At this point, I don't think really anybody's really will care if he drops any shit. To be real, and that's not being funny and shit. I just always
Right.
felt like he always had like a bad reputation and shit
Yeah.
because nobody fucks with a tribe like that and shit. But
Right.
mm. By the way, when I do this
Mm,
collection vid
mm,
next week, I don't know what day next. I'm gonna wait till everything comes. I know
All right.
Ashley says she wants to show some albums too and shit too. So
Oh, dope. That's what's up.
yes,
That's
yes,
what's up. Definitely.
yeah, man. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. Cause this is complete. I'm gonna get at least 5 albums. I'm still trying to like get my money shit situated, but
Yeah. True.
yeah, it's great for right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's good, Mike C?
What up, Mike? Yo, I actually got remember the talking about that I never got in the mail is actually on its way after like 2 weeks. Cause
Oh shit.
they lost it in it was lost. I don't know where it was lost. It was lost and then I had to actually make like two complaints to them to UPS and then they hit me back. They actually called me and they last night I got an update that it was found in Atlanta. So from Florida to Atlanta, from August 4th, it was on its way from Florida to New York, and it got lost up somehow. And then last night they found it, and it's in Atlanta, so it's supposed to be coming up to New York. So hopefully it gets here. I don't know what it is. Hopefully it's something I don't have. So I gotta tell Steven also. I forgot to tell him.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of Steven, one of the albums I'm gonna cop soon, man. He kind of recommended me, so I gotta give a shout out to him on that one.
So
But I'm gonna leave that under the wraps for right now.
you know,
Yeah. Yo, Brian McKnight's been in the news a lot lately on some real shit.
right? Yeah, I was telling you. I saw the video on YouTube, but I don't know if he posted it on Instagram or Twitter, and he deleted it because when I went to his Instagram, it wasn't on there. But like apparently he has some beef, and his kids are not little. They're like like grown kids. His kids went on Twitter and they put him on blast about how he was a bad father. He's a deadbeat. He didn't pay child support. These kids are like 29 and 30 years old. So
Jesus
like
Christ.
why are you're a grown why are you going on social media and exposing your father who's a famous R&B singer about how he didn't pay child support and you're like already like a grown ass adult. I didn't understand it. And then he goes on it and makes a video about it, addressing it. And that that's not Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight is a private person and
Yeah.
we never hear about him in the media. At least I never did until now. And for him to do like a video where he's like talking about how his 18-year-old daughter got raped and all that, I just thought it was like is tacky and it's like I don't know. Maybe the allegations are true. Maybe he felt some type of way about what his kids were saying about him, and he just felt the need to make a video because he don't do shit like that on it.
Yeah, man. Like I can tell. Are these the type of kids that they blame all of the problems on their parents and shit like that? From what you
Like,
see.
well, they're rich. They come from a they grew up rich or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I know he has like other kids with other women. Like I think he has like a 16-year-old son, and he gave his 16-year-old son a new car for his birthday or whatever. That he posted that on his Instagram. But the other kids, they're like already grown ass kids, and they're like talking about how he was a deadbeat. I'm like, why are they put? First of all, why are you putting that out on social media anyway? Because
Exactly.
everybody know who your dad is. That shit should be in house. That shouldn't be on social media. You know what I'm saying? And then like he makes a video and then he calls them out too. I just felt like it was just crazy because I never heard of nothing bad about Brian McKnight in the media. So I just felt like where did that come from?
For real, like the only close thing when he had that fucking beef with Chris Brown and shit. That's when
I didn't
damn.
even know about that. You the one that brought that up. I didn't know he had a beef with Chris Brown.
Yeah, it was. I think they all had like a Twitter argument and shit like that.
But yeah, but Chris Brown argues with everybody. He got mad at who did he get mad at that liked Karuchi's picture was Future?
I think it was either Drake, Future,
Yeah.
everyone likes Karuchi's pictures. To be at this point,
Right.
Karuchi,
He
Karuchi, whatever.
argues with everybody on Twitter, so that's nothing new. But I didn't even know about the Brian McKnight and Chris Brown thing. I'm like I would have just ignored it.
Like nigga, like 50 fucking years old and shit, arguing on fucking Twitter, man. That's Brian's mistakes and shit.
Yeah, that's crazy, crazy.
Jeez.
I ju- I just feel like that should never come out at you as a father, like for any father, famous father, regular Joe father, like. Do you like? I don't think it was right for him to expose his daughter like that. Like now her friends know that she got raped when she was 18, and I just feel like it was tacky for him to do that. That's something that you can easily call your his kids blocked him, but you know where your kids live. You have your kids' number. You can go to their house and directly talk to them instead of putting that on social media for everybody to know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's the bad side of social media is like putting exposing family business. I don't do all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I very rarely post pictures of myself, so I don't care to post all that stuff on social media. I think that's something that you need to directly deal with your family or your friends or whatever, you got issues with. You know what I mean? Not put it on Instagram and Twitter.
Cause everyone saves that shit once in a while. And they'll always go back to that shit, just to prove a fucking
Right.
point. So
Like it like it's I mean it's social media. Like it's one thing if you have like some type of beef with somebody on social media, you don't know them niggas. I have people talk about me on social media. I don't know none of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I don't lose sleep over them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I'm talking about like real family, real friends. Like if you got issues with them, why expose that on social media? That doesn't make no sense. I never understood that.
it don't make because they don't want to do it for fucking clout. They want to do it
You know
because
what
they
I'm
feel
saying?
like
If,
they
if
feel
I
like
got beef with Reg or one of y'all, if I got beef with you or one of y'all, I'm not gonna expose it on social media. I'm gonna go directly to y'all. I don't feel the need to like why everybody needs to be in your business like that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody needs to know where you going or what you eating and shit like that, you know?
yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Like motherfuckers should learn how to shut the fucking mouth once in a
Yeah.
while.
It was just weird I saw it on YouTube. It was just weird to see Brian McKnight talk like that. I'm like, I've heard nothing about him bad in the media or seen anything like that from him. So I'm like, for him to expose his daughter, that's like crazy,
Shit, like we said,
you know?
social media bring out the worst in people and shit, man.
Right. I mean, I mean, maybe there's some truth to what they're saying because for you to do that, like you could have just easily went to your kids, but for you to like make a video and address what they said about you, maybe there's some truth to what they saying. Maybe he was a deadbeat dad, whatever. Because I mean, for you to make a video like that and then put it on social media, and that's something he's never done before. It's like maybe their kids are right. Maybe like he wasn't there for them or whatever, and he's trying to make himself look good in the public eye or whatever.
Shit. And if that's the case, that's something that needs to be discussed between Brian McKnight and the fucking kids and shit. Because I feel like,
Exactly. I mean, I'm an only child. I never grew up with a pops. The only
yeah,
pops I ever had was my grandfather. Even knowing that, I wouldn't make no video addressing my deadbeat dad on social media. These motherfuckers don't know who the hell he is. I don't even know who the hell he is. So you know,
right. And the fucking fans and shit like that. These new fans be like, "Oh, this dusty ass nigga and shit like that. Oh, he
right,
not taking care of his fucking kids and shit." That's all they'll
right,
fucking remember Brian McKnight for and shit too. So, but they won't
exactly,
know the whole fucking true story. That's the thing.
right. It's like that gives him it looks makes him look bad and petty to do shit like that. Like I don't want to remember Brian McKnight for doing that. Like I want to remember him by his music and his integrity. You know.
Exactly. Like we already lost R. Kelly or
Right.
Sylvester to the fucking public and shit like that. We don't need Brian McKnight at the moment. Come on, like, really.
Right.
Shit,
Yeah.
Sylvester. KRD, what's goody? What's up, graffiti?
What what you have for dinner, KRD?
Shit. Yeah, man. And another thing. One thing. What else was I reading about? Yeah, everyone's really trying to hype up this Eminem and Lord Jamar beef and shit.
Oh God. I don't even know how that started. I kept seeing the notifications on YouTube about it, like voices going at Jamar and Jamar said something about Eminem. What how did everything happen?
It's because Lord Jamar and Vlad always wants to mention Eminem, and then Lord
Yeah.
Jamar said that Eminem don't be bumping in the hood like that and shit like that. And they kind of went back and forth too.
Lord Jamar, I love Lord Jamar, but he's highly wrong because when Slim Shady came out, niggas in the hood was bumping it. I was one of the first to bump that on my block. And knowing that because Eminem you know Eminem being white was never a problem for me because I grew up listening to white artists, so that was never an issue. I think people were surprised that he was white and he had bars because you know truth be told, like white rap artists, they didn't have a good track record. I mean, unless you were like the Beastie Boys or like Vinny Paz and Slain and them, they came later. But I mean, they didn't have a good track record in rap. Everybody remembers Vanilla Ice and what happened with that. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he was from Detroit, he was white, and he had bars, and he had that that cosign from Dr. Dre. That's why people fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? At least for me, that's when I heard my name is for the first time on Stretch and Barbito, I didn't even know he was white. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just heard the song, I thought it was dope, and then I
Hmm.
kept hearing it and hearing it. And then when the video came out, I saw the video, and it was I didn't he was white, but it wasn't a issue. But niggas in the hood was bumping Eminem, so maybe Lord Jamal wasn't, but there were people in the hood that was bumping him from Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers, LP, Eminem, so all that. So I think he's very wrong when he says that. And I remember there was an interview that Vlad had with Jamal, and he said something about Eminem has to wipe his feet on the carpet or some shit because we let him in or something like that.
Yeah, I saw. I know what you're talking about with that one.
I just feel like we're already past that. We're past that color thing. At least we should be. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
don't think there's any place in hip hop or music for racism, and because some of the best legends were white. Elton John is white. He's a legend. The Beatles. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like there's no place in hip hop for that. So I don't know what the issue is with Jamal and Eminem. I just feel like it's stupid.
And then,
And I have and I had Eminem in my top five of all time. Like, to be a rap artist and to be an artist of the decade, like, that's very hard. Like, Jay-Z didn't even do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's like one of the highest like accolades you can ever get. Like, to be artist of the decade and be a rap artist and be a white rap artist at that. You know what I'm saying? So I had Eminem in my top five. He fell down because of his recent albums, but I think he's definitely one of the best of all time.
I agree.
I mean, and I never looked at it. The color thing didn't bother me. I'm like, so what? He's white. So if he was purple, he still would be dope to me. You know what I mean? So I just think, like, whatever Lord Jamal's trying to do, I think he's wrong for doing. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't have no place in hip hop. Because I mean, if you feel like him being white, he needs to wipe his feet on the carpet of hip hop. Then what are you saying about Vinny Paz? What are you saying about Slain and Everlast and all of those dope underground white rappers as well? What are you saying about them? That they have no place in hip hop?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, music is a sound. It's not like, it shouldn't be like relegated to just one color or one race or one sexual orientation. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I mean, I don't believe that has a place in hip hop. I just feel like maybe he's trying to get some new followers for his podcast or some shit.
And it's kind of sad because like I don't want people remembering Lord Jamar as like this nigga that always gets mad about some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because Lord Jamar really, he's definitely one of my favorite my favorite members from Brand Nubian. Feel like he's an
Right.
underrated rapper, producer. Hell, the
Right.
5% album is underrated as a whole, in my opinion.
Right.
But yeah, for some of the shit he be saying, I don't always be agreeing with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Right. I mean, I guess to most people, he's looked at as like a hip hop activist within the community. Like, he's been racially profiled himself. You know what I'm saying, during the '90s. So I feel like tackle the real social issues that's plaguing this country right now. Not going at Eminem. That race card been already we've been there and past that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when Eminem blurted out the N word, you know what I'm saying? That was a big thing back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've already past that. So it's like, I don't understand what the beef is with him and M, and I don't what is that about? I just feel like we already passed that already, man. Like, we got other issues plaguing this world and this country right now, than Eminem being white and all that other crap. I just think it's stupid.
exactly. And then you have fucking Nick Cannon saying that Eminem is like Elvis on crack and shit. I'm just like, Here this nigga
Nick
go.
Cannon,
Always
really
wanna talk
Wild,
some
Mr.
shit.
Wildin' out.
Shit.
I wouldn't even. Eminem destroyed him on the Relapse album. I wouldn't even. I would just ignore him. I wouldn't even say nothing. Just ignore him.
Shit, how this nigga lost Mariah Carey and shit.
Exactly. Like you lost Mariah. You talking man, and Eminem slept with Mariah, and you talking about M? Like is he still bitter about M having Mariah?
I don't know, man.
You
He's probably
know,
I don't know. Nick Cannon is just
M ain't the only one that had Mariah, bro. Like Puffy had her, Q-Tip had her. There was so many rumors back then when she did Butterfly, that the Butterfly album, that oh she slept with this one. You know what I mean? So
oh shit, she slept with Puffy.
yeah, that was a rumor when Butterfly came out. You know, he did Honey. You know what I'm saying? He did the Honey remix or whatever with Mason Locks, and that was a big rumor back then. This is before the internet, that she slept with Puffy and she had some type of like a fling with Q-Tip or whatever. So yeah, Eminem ain't the only one that hit it, man. I'm pretty sure there's other people in the industry that hit it.
Hmm.
You know,
Oh well.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like Nick Cannon, like what? I wouldn't even. I would just ignore him. Like I don't know what you would say to him, because I think that's not even a fair battle.
Shit, Nick
You know.
Cannon. This nigga tries to Nick is a sore loser.
He is. I mean, and they clown him on his own show. Like I watch Wild 'N Out. I think Wild 'N Out is a funny show. I seen when they be making like their little freestyle battles against him, and they'll
Yeah,
always like drop like a line with Mariah in it. I think it's hilarious.
it is hilarious, but at the same time, that's one thing I don't like about New Wild and Out. Like the majority of the jokes always talking about like Nick and Mariah, Nick and Mariah, Nick and Mariah and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like okay, we get the fucking point. You know? Sure.
You could tell it still bothers him though. Like when they mention Mariah, it still bothers him. It still gets to him. You know what I'm
I heard.
saying?
Yeah, didn't he have a fight with one castmate and shit like that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know about the cast and all that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I've seen some of them on like other shows or in movies, but I don't know like the stories behind that cast and all that.
I feel you. I got you.
You know, I mean, yeah, you could tell it bothers him. I mean, you had kids with us, so I mean, it's gonna bother you. You know, it's
Hmm.
like when Kanye was bothered by, remember when Kanye made that video against Nick? It was like back in April, May, and he was like talking shit to him, like yo, like I think Nick had said like he slept with Kim Kardashian at one point, and
Yeah.
Kanye like lost it and made a video like threatening him, like don't I want you blocked from her page on Instagram and all this other shit. I just thought it was, Kanye, that shit bothers him too. That when you hear that Kim was with so and so, with that shit bothers him.
I mean, rightfully so. Like at the
Right.
same time, but at the same time, you should already know what you're gonna get into. Just like these niggas are already
Exactly. It's
know what
like
you're
when you
getting
get in with these people, man or woman, know who you getting with, because if they have a past, that's gonna come up at some point. Kim Kardashian has a past. She's been with a lot of athletes and rappers, and he should have thought about that before he had kids with him. So
into. Right. I mean, he
you
dated
can't
he
blame
dated
Nick
Amber
Cannon.
Rose.
Right. You can't exactly. With Amber Rose, he got mad at Wiz Khalifa because Wiz Khalifa got with her and had a kid with her, and you know what I mean? So it's like, know who you getting with. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get mad at Ray J, you can't get mad at Drake, you can't get mad at Nick Cannon, because all of those that happened was before him. It wasn't like she was with them. I could see if she was with those people during the time that she was with Kanye, but all that was before him. So you can't get mad at them.
I agree.
You also have a choice whether to deal with that person or not. So he chose to deal with her and have a family with her. So that's on him.
Yeah. How many kids they have now?
Like four, I think,
Exactly.
3, 4, something like that. I lost count. I lost count after Saint, so I don't know. I think it's Northwest Saint. Who's the other one? It's another one,
Shit, I don't even fucking know.
and she want more kids. So
Mm-mm,
crazy.
I can't deal. see who's on the chat. Shit, KRD said he want to do a collab review with us. I'm like,
A collaborative about for who?
yeah,
This
we
this
got,
could be interesting though. Who we talking about though? What kind of review we doing?
yeah. Let's see what KRD got in mind and shit.
What you have in mind, KRD? What kind of collab review we doing?
Ashley said they have four kids: North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm.
Oh, I don't know Psalm. I know Chicago. I heard. I know Chicago. I didn't know they had one called Psalm.
How you name that stuff? A Bible chapter, a Bible book? Excuse me. The fuck.
Crazy.
Now Kanye was doing like some church service at Dayton school and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that. It didn't work at Coachella. Like, I don't understand why he's doing that.
He said Mecca and the Soul Brother.
I know we're supposed to review that on Speaker Clout though.
Yeah, that's what Mike said. He said he wants to do both
Okay.
Mecca and Main Ingredient.
Yeah, you know. I mean, maybe I don't know if it's okay with Mike. Maybe Mike will have him on. You know.
True, true, yeah. Speaking of Pete Rock, I
Mhm.
finally heard that song he produced for Skyzoo.
Right.
Yeah, that shit's fire though. That shit's fire.
Yeah. It's a 94 beat too, so that's like an old ass beat.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's your favorite
And he
Pete
he
Rock
has
album?
tons, he has tons of those like old beats. Like when he was on Sway in the Morning earlier this year when he was promoting the Return to SB 1200 album, he was talking about like he has like stacks of old beats laying around from like that main ingredient era. So
Mm,
you know,
that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Shit. He needs to fucking release some of those shits, man.
yeah, he's planning on releasing more volumes. So it's not gonna be like the just one volume. It's gonna be like others coming out.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in what this alleged De La Soul DJ Premier Pete Rock album is gonna sound like and shit.
I heard about that. Is it actually coming out or they were just talking about it?
I heard it's actually coming out though. That's what I heard.
Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Definitely. I think De La still got it, man. Like I even though their last album it was too commercial, but I think they definitely still got it. They definitely that's always been like one of my favorite groups of all time. You know, they put out quality music and they don't rush their projects. Like they don't come out like every 2 years. They wait until everything is perfect.
I agree.
You know.
Yeah, even though like the only albums that I'm kind of had mixed feelings about are those two artificial intelligence albums, but I gotta re-listen to
Right.
those albums.
Yeah. First one was good. The second one, I remember some songs, but the third one they never released because I think they had problems with the label or whatever.
Yeah, fuck Tommy Boy.
Yeah. So that's in the stash. They need to release that at some point though.
Yeah, man, like the shit that they're going through with Tommy Boy, man. It's like, come on.
Crazy. Crazy. That's when you're young and you're dumb and you just sign anything just to get on and they basically sign their publishing away and shit.
Sad.
You know, crazy man. Even I was watching that like those little interviews snippets with Dallas Austin and Vlad and even with TLC like like Pebbles really screwed them over. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And he was like part of the reason why she divorced L.A. Reid was because of TLC and all the drama they had with LaFace and and Chili getting pregnant by him and all that.
Right.
I want to see that full interview though, cause he only shown the snippets, but I want to see the full interview. Cause I haven't Dallas people forgot about Dallas Austin. He's a legend in this business,
I
and he put
agree.
out a lot of big hits for Boyz II Men and TLC and Monica, everybody, and I definitely want to see that full interview when it comes out.
Yeah, I was watching some of it earlier. I was watching the when he was talking about Boys to Men about
Yeah,
how
that was crazy.
yeah, because it was kind of crazy how they talking about how oh, well, let's not go to the war show. We're gonna win there. We'll let them win. I'm like, wow.
I believe it. Cause I used to hear stories about them like early in their career when they went on tour and they were like buying like mink coats and different Rolexes and they lost one of their Rolexes on tour and shit. Like jumping into the crowd and like somebody from the crowd took their Rolex.
Shit.
You know, so I believe it because and they probably look back at it now and they probably like, yo, we fucked up. We were young, we were dumb, we were doing stupid shit. They probably look back at that shit like, yo, we did stupid shit back then. You know,
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't like I'll make love to you at first and shit like that. I was like,
right?
that's crazy.
Yeah,
That,
that's
that
crazy.
that ended up becoming their biggest hit.
Exactly.
Like that's funny as
Crazy. Yep.
yeah, man. I need to get Coolie High Harmony, man. I need to get that album.
Yeah. I need to get that on. I had that on cassette back in the day, but I never bought it on CD. Now it's out of print.
I thought it was re-released.
Oh, is it? Nah, but I want the OG copy because you know with the reissue there might be some little detailing or something that's different. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Because I know the re-release. It was re-released in '92. Then they had an expanded edition, and the re-release
Right.
version had the end of the road because I think originally that song was not on the album, or
Yeah, it
either
wasn't on the album. It was for the soundtrack for Boomerang.
yeah. But then that could
Yeah.
become like a huge, huge, huge song, and we all know the story about that shit.
Right. Yeah, the re-release has it had like they end up putting like the remixes for like Simpin I think so for that
Yes,
joint.
yeah.
And there's like an alternate version for Please Don't Go and shit like that. So but I want the OG copy though, not the re-release.
Oh yeah, the OG. That's long out of print. I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, yeah,
My only gripe about that album is like as much as I used to love that song, I'm tired of that song
yeah,
because
yeah.
everyone has sampled that shit and they always
Right.
sample that 10, 9,
Mhm.
8,
Right.
it's like okay, it's kind of annoying. It's kind of played out now and shit like that.
Yeah.
I love the song,
Mhm.
but I feel like I can't really listen to that song like as much as I used to and shit.
Right, right.
KRD asked, who y'all think fell off big time? Is RZA or Swiss Beats? Hmm, that's a good question.
RZA. RZA because if you listen to RZA now compared to 90s RZA, it's totally different. It's a totally different person, and he's so Hollywood now. He don't even look the same like he did in the 90s. Like he's all Mr. Clean, button up, and everything. So even though I like the two RZA songs that he did for the Lost Tapes too, but I think it's more RZA than Swizz. I think Swizz fell off too, but Swizz, at least with Swizz, he's more like he has that more avant garde um sound now, but you know, every now and then he'll pull a hit out of his ass. You know what I'm saying? But RZA, I can't tell you the last time. Like, what was the last big RZA hit?
That's true.
You know what I mean? Because he don't even produce the Wu Tang albums no more. So it's like you guys like True Master and For Disciple and Mathematics doing that now. So I think RZA fell off big time as a producer.
Yeah, because at least with Swiss Beats, at least he comes up with some dope shit once in a while and shit.
Right, right. Every once in the blue, even in his present state now, I like No Bad Energy. I think it's a dope song, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to hear a full album of Swizz doing that though. You know what I'm saying? Like if you do that for Nas or you do that for like, Pusha T once in the blue, that's cool. But I don't want to hear like a whole Swizz Beats album where it's like every song is No Bad Energy, you know what I mean? Because that's not the Swizz Beats that we know, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. I definitely
Right.
shit. Yeah, I just can't wait for this. For him and DMX to get back in the studio. That's what I'm waiting on.
He DMX needs that, definitely. We need new DMX, definitely.
For real.
But no bad energy. We don't want I don't want no bad energy Swizz on that. It has to be some gritty 98 Rough Riders shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to hear no avant-garde Swizz. It has to be you gotta pull out like go to the vault and pull out like the grimiest gutter shit. Because if he's not gonna do that for DMX, then DMX might as well go to like, Davinger, because he has gutter shit. Go to Davinger, go to Nem's producer. Jazz Soon, he had some gutter shit. The shit that he did on Gorilla Monsoon was crap.
Right.
You know, I would love to hear DMX, do some shit like that. I don't want to hear like avant-garde fucking Swiss because it's not a good fit for DMX's voice. You know what
I highly agree. I don't I don't want to hear
I
DMX rap
mean?
about art shit, man. Like,
Yeah, like nah. Yeah, you do that shit for Nas is one thing, not DMX.
this is a dope question from Mike
Mhm.
C. Y'all ever listen to Crystal Waters music?
I
Uh,
got I got the 12-inch for Gypsy Woman from Crystal Waters. I got that.
yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of that house kind of music, but she has some dope
Right.
material.
Yeah. I like some of her songs. Never like really cared for like her albums, but like Gypsy Woman, that was like the hit that really made her. That was like a big hit when it came out. So I got that on vinyl, but I don't got like no none of her albums though.
Yeah, man. Like that 100% pure love song though. That shit good to go hard though. I like that one.
Did you see her unsung when they showed it a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, yeah. I actually saw it a couple days ago too.
Yeah, that was dope. That was a good unsung.
Yeah, yeah, man. And that I felt like that Living Colors. I felt like they kind of took that shit a little bit too hard and low key. But I
Yeah,
kind of understood though.
yeah,
Feel like,
that's crazy.
yeah, man. That's crazy as hell. But yeah, that la da dee la da da. That
Yeah,
what's that song? Gypsy Woman.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Ti sampled that. You know.
yeah. Everybody sample that shit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Shit. Sam Blind said, "Which hip hop artist do you know think has the best punchlines?" Hmm. Big L.
The
That's a.
best hip hop artist. Wow, that's a tough one.
I said Big L.
I
He's
mean,
just the first thing that comes to my mind.
yeah, yeah. Big L was great. Um, I like Fab's punchlines. I think Fabulous is one of the best with punchlines. Even though people hate his albums, but for bars, like he's one of the best. Banks, you know, Conway,
Yes.
yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Yeah, man. Definitely. The West Side of Conway, man. How can I forget about those guys and shit?
Yeah,
Um, I would even say early J too on some real shit. I would say
right.
early J.
Yeah, yeah. Early J, definitely.
Um, who else? I would throw in Ghostface too.
Yeah.
I would definitely throw in. Yeah, there's a
and
lot,
and,
lot.
and Ghost have his own lingo too. So it's like if you like he has the bars and he got his own language. So that's what make him so ill.
Exactly. Shit. That's a dope question, Sam. That's a dope question.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. KRD.
Kane also. I love Kane's punchlines from
Yep,
like
Kane too.
yeah,
But
definitely.
I want to say 88 to 93 Kane.
Oh
After
yeah,
93,
yeah,
I feel like some of his punchlines was kind of cheesy.
yeah. He fell off. He started to fall off lyrically, and then it's like he became too obsessed with the R&B stuff.
Yeah, that show improved record.
Yeah.
That was the number one example why his punchlines were kind of like, oh god. If I fought on a record, trust me, nigga, it will sound good. Like what?
Oh man. I
Damn.
think Jay Z had the best verse on there. Like that was when he was doing that. He had like that fast, like original flavor type of flow.
Right.
Yeah, I think he had the best verse on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, I want to say it's Jay-Z, Sauce Money, and Shaheem. Those were my
Yeah.
few favorite
And
niggas.
that's the ill lineup. Like to have like you have Shaheem, ODB was on that,
Yeah.
Sauce Money, Jay. That's a ill lineup for a posse cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't care for Scoob or Scrap or whichever one was
Yeah,
rapping.
yeah.
Hey,
He
hey, hey,
tried.
hey, yeah.
He
I like, oh
he
my
he,
god.
I, he tried. He tried to have like a solo career, it just didn't work. His voice is what fucked it up for him because he didn't have the voice for it though.
He didn't. Like he was
You
good
know?
at dancing. Dancing
Yeah,
was his
that's
go-to.
his thing. Yeah.
Like I'd rather have Lil Daddy Shane on some real shit.
Mhm. Yeah, he was dope. He was dope.
That
On
brother song.
yeah, from the Prince of Darkness album. That was a dope song.
Yeah, very underrated album. On some real shit.
Definitely. That's one of my favorite Ken albums. I know it like it got hated on and rightfully so because of the R&B shit he chose to come out with, but I think like when you look past the R&B stuff, it's a solid album.
Yeah.
Get busy. That was a dope track. Come on down,
Ooh.
brother.
Uh.
Um,
Ah. Nah. Nah.
yeah,
Nah.
that
Nah.
was dope.
Yes.
Um, the title track that starts the album off, Prince of Darkness. I love that song.
You.
That was a dope album. It was just the R&B, man. That's the shit that fucked his career up.
But one thing I can say about Prince of Darkness, the R&B on
Mhm.
that album was an improvement over Taste of Chocolate. If you think about it, it was still
Yeah,
cheesy.
yeah, that's true. I mean, well, he tried to do the New Jack Swing thing on Taste of Chocolate. It didn't work for him. You know what I mean? So
Yo, the Mr. C remix of The Lover in You, though,
yes, that was dope.
that's
That was good.
that shit right there.
Yeah,
If
and
that
and
version,
and so many. Yeah,
yeah, that version should have been on the album, low key.
yeah, that should have been on the album. So many people have sampled that Loose Ends track. I remember Jazzo sample that. There was a song he did. I don't think it came out on the album. It was like a 12-inch, and he sampled like the whole song, and that was a dope song. That was like 96, maybe 97, and
Ooh,
Wiz Khalifa used that for the Cushion OJ mixtape. I forgot the name of the song, but he used that whole beat, and he sounded dope over that whole beat.
yeah, dope mixtape, Cushion OJ, man.
Yeah,
That shit's
yeah,
fire, man.
definitely. That's when he was really good.
Yeah. Speaking of jazz, though, I've heard that a beat similar. I think I've heard it. I forgot the
Right.
name of it.
Yeah, I forgot the title, but he was dropping white labels around that time because he wasn't like dropping an album, but um that Funk Flex used to play that song all the time. I forgot the name of it, but he used that loose end sample.
Yeah. Speaking of loose ends, I want to do a discovery breakdown of them soon, though. On some real
Yeah,
shit.
definitely, definitely.
Fuck. I need to get fucking Zagora soon, though. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
I might even get like both the British and the American version because they have like exclusive tracks for certain ones and shit.
Oh, boy, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, man. Like Lucas was way ahead of his time, way ahead of his time, man.
Definitely
Some real shit.
slept
I,
on group.
I agree. Like I love that whole fucking British R&B of the '80s, like
Yeah,
Sade, Soul to
Sade.
Soul, Loose Ends.
Hmm. Yeah,
I would even throw in George Michael, like solo George Michael. I would even throw him there.
I got another one for you too. There was a group, a brother and sister group called High Five. Not High Five. It was something with high in it. I want to say it was High Five, but it was like the original High Five though. And they had a song called "Let Me Be the One."
I think I know who you're talking about. I heard one of
Five,
their songs on
five star. My bad. 5 star. 5 star. They were from the '80s.
Five Star.
Yeah, it was a brother and sister group. They're all black. They were from London, and they had a couple hits, but like I know one of the hits was called "Let Me Be the One."
Okay, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. They were severely slept on. They were from that era.
But they look like a bougie DeBarge. That's some real shit. Oh shit. Yeah, man. Even I even like fucking Spandu Ballet. I don't even know if I'm saying the right name.
Yeah, yeah,
They were
yeah. See,
dope.
Spandau Ballet. Yeah,
Yes, Ballet. I even like them niggas and shit.
yeah. They were dope. They were dope. I saw them on they were at I think it was Lollapalooza like years ago. I saw that they had a dope performance.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Like, yo, speaking of performances, everybody is like fucking trash and Lil Nas X's performance at the fucking VMAs and shit.
He decided to do like a remix of his hit song. People want to hear the actual like country song with Billy Ray. Why would you want to do a remix of the VMAs? That makes no sense.
Yo, I saw this one Twitter comment that said, "We already knew it was gonna be trash once Billy Ray Cyrus presented the nigga."
Oh man. But he should have performed it with Little Nas X because that's the song that everybody know from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you decide to do a remix now?
I guess because like the original one was just like everyone heard it. It's been out for like months and shit like that.
Right.
But yeah, it is what it is.
It's
Fuck
getting
it.
played out already.
Yeah, fuck it. Old time road ass.
Crazy, man. My neighbors play that shit. My neighbors play that song like every day for like the last 6 months. That's how I know that song because I just hearing them play it every day.
Yeah, man. Like I'm proud of his success, but at the same time, I'm just not into this whole country hip hop craze now and
Yeah,
shit. Like the whole Everlast, why he singing the blues, whatever that shit was okay. That was decent,
right,
even though it was
right,
like folk, mostly folk. But yeah,
right.
that's the only exception.
He took that was a different direction he went with his music, and he got like a bunch of Grammys because of that.
Exactly,
Um,
rightfully so.
it was like, well, what happened to when he was with House of Pain? Y'all didn't recognize him then. Now he had to like break off from the group and start playing the guitar to get recognized.
Yeah, because he was also on Ram Syndicate too, Ice T's crew too.
Right, right, right.
Which that album was trash. That Forever Everlasting, that was that was trash.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, it's in the quiet taste. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, man.
Like, and I crazy thing, I heard that album after I heard Donald D's Notorious. I was like, yo, this Donald D Notorious is dope. I hope this Everlast album is dope too. Like 2 songs later, I'm like,
Oh,
what the fuck is this shit? Like some hardcore Vanilla Ice bullshit.
man.
Oh man. But yo, I'm thinking about talking about Yo-Yo's first 2 albums on this channel and shit.
Oh, yeah. Underrated artist, definitely.
Yes. Like, I'm sorry, but
Um,
I like Black Pearl more than You Better Ask Somebody and shit.
mhm.
I don't know about y'all though, but
I like. That's tough because I like both of them. I think those two albums were like her best. Like her first album was okay. It
Mhm.
it does sound dated though, but I think Black Pearl definitely is a classic, and you better ask somebody was just as good.
To me, I don't think her first album sounds dated at all. I can see why people say it though,
Right.
but it's
It
me.
it
Oh, go ahead.
it needs a remaster version because like it's very light on the bass.
Yes, that part I do agree with.
Hmm.
I do agree with you
Yeah,
on that part. But to me, I'll go with Black Pearl, Make Way for the Motherlode, then You Better Ask Somebody.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Black Pearl was dope. She had Muggs, doing production and Sir Jinx, and that was a great album.
yeah, like the title track alone is a very
Yeah,
underrated track. Like,
yeah.
oh, dark
With
skin women.
Big Bub from Today.
Yep.
Yeah, she have a video for that actually. That was a single.
Yeah, I saw that. The only gripe I have is that not all the songs are on fucking YouTube and shit. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, yeah, because it's out of print and shit.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I want to get the album and shit on some real shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yep,
yeah, man. Um,
yeah, definitely.
Ashley said, I'm sick of that old time road song. They overplay that song at my job Friday nights.
Oh man,
Oh
I've
man.
been hearing that song for 6 months actually. Like I basically that's how I know it because of my neighbors. My neighbors been playing that song for 6 months.
Like when I heard that fucking Mariah Carey did a remix to that song, I was like, okay, I'm done.
Oh God, really? She did a remix for that?
I heard she did a remix. I didn't hear it though.
Crazy.
Shit, I'm like, Mariah, I love you, but come on, girl. Like,
Come on, Mariah.
shit. Let's see. KRD said Nazir felt like a pop rap album. Man, Nazir was just trash.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Not to have Kanye do the whole album though. That was a mistake.
Yeah, I still need to give my review on that album one day, but yeah.
Trash hip hop reviews.
Um, see, I don't want to put like a Nas album on a trash hip hop review, but I might as
Well,
well.
he got a couple trash albums though. He
Oh
got a
yeah,
couple.
oh yeah. Like if anything, I will put Hip Hop Is Dead over that album. But
Oh God, I don't like that at all.
uh, and it's crazy too because I actually like the Untitled album. I know a lot of people don't
Right,
like that album, but
right.
fuck it, don't shoot me. I'm just giving my opinion.
Um, wow. I
Yeah,
don't. I like one song. That's about it.
which one?
We're Not Alone.
Okay, okay.
Like you're talking about the UFOs and Roswell and all that, but other than that, I didn't give nothing else on it.
Yeah, I never thought I'd hear Nas talk about UFOs though, but I
Yeah,
guess I guess when he said he wants better beats, I guess that's what he was hoping for.
I mean, it was okay. It was an okay beat. It's not nothing that stand out. And the guy, I don't even know the guy that was singing on the chorus, but it was okay. But I don't like that album at all. And I had the bootleg for that, and I threw that shit away.
Shit.
I wouldn't even bother get. If you ever see me with the actual copy, believe me, the seller threw that in for free because I'm not buying that.
Shit. Yeah, man. It's just that I really wish you called the album nigga though, but fucking Def
Right.
Jam.
Right.
Def Jam always want to be on some
That's why
bullshit.
you should have released it as a mixtape because you could get away with doing that. If it was a mixtape, a street album, you could put anything on there you wanted to.
I agree.
You know.
Shit. Let's see. Ooh. Sam said, which album is darker, Hell on Earth or The War Report?
Hell
Oof.
on Earth, definitely.
Yeah,
When you
I'm
listen to like tracks like Nighttime Vultures and the title track and Extortion, all of those are like dark Havoc beats. That's when Havoc was in his prime as a producer.
yeah, I'll go with Hell on Earth by a mile though, but let's not sleep on The War Report though either.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
Definitely. What report to me is more. It's more hood than dark. I mean, I don't really consider it like a dark album like that, as far as like tone, but it's
Mm,
a street album definitely. You know what I'm saying? But I think that hell definitely like the whole tone of like Hell on Earth is like from the album cover to like the songs and just at that time it was like going through the whole East Coast West Coast thing. It was like dark times for hip hop. But we got a lot of classic albums at the same time. You know?
yeah, man. Even the outtakes for both albums are fire though. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
that's one thing. If an album is a 5.55 classic, man, the outtakes gotta be dope too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Mm. Ash said, "Oh hell no, Mariah didn't do a remix for that shit."
Oh God. Why?
I gotta see if this is really true though. Hold on.
This is why Mariah is she fell off big time too. Talking about artists that fell off, she fell off big time because she's still a legend to me. But her last couple of albums, I think her last best album was Emancipation of Me. I think that was like a classic album.
Mm. Yeah, man. I think she just sang it on tour. I don't think she really did a full remix of it. I don't see it on YouTube.
Oh, oh, she did like some tour shit.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna stay on for about a few more minutes. I gotta finish up this paper though. Um, Mike C said SWV someone or rain. Rain.
Mm, they both from Release Some Tension. I'll go with someone, but Rain is a classic ballad though.
I agree.
But you know what? You know what's crazy? When someone came out, I didn't like it because it was like the way that they sampled the Biggie track. It was like, nah, I don't like the way they, Puffy hooked that up for them. And then I don't know, like it was something about the way they was singing on that song that just sounded bored. I don't know, but I mean, yeah, both of them are great SWV songs.
Yeah, man. The fucking Rain album. It was just. I mean, not the Release Some Tension album was
Yeah,
just a very mixed bag for me. I don't know what it was. I
yeah,
think it was just
yeah. That's how I felt. It was like they had a lot of collabs on it. They never really did that before. And
right.
and I don't know, the production was like it wasn't balanced. You know what I'm saying? Like you had Timbaland on there, you had Puffy. I forgot who even did the other stuff with them.
Yeah, I think I know some they had some West Coast production too though, but
Right,
like I was like, it
right.
was like, oh god,
Yeah, E40 was on the track. Snoop Dogg was on the track.
right, Missy
Um,
Elliott.
yeah, Missy, Little Kim, Foxy. It was like so many collabs. I'm like, this is like a collab album.
Yeah, it was Puffy, Roderick, Majesty Wiggins, Timbaland, Brian Alexander Morgan, D Dot was on the album. Yeah, like a lot of variety and shit.
Yeah,
shit.
They didn't promote that well either because it was like they had like two songs and then that was it.
They had four singles actually.
Four singles, but I
Yeah.
never saw the like. I know they released the song with Redman, but I never saw no video for that joint
Oh wow.
for "Lose My Cool" or whatever. And I like that song, but I never saw no video for that joint.
Yeah, man. To me, my favorite TLC album, I would say, is A New Beginning. I don't know why, but that album is just bangs and shit like that. I always love vocally
Yeah,
how that album is. Um, it's About Time is probably my second favorite.
yeah, I love that classic album.
Very classic album. Oh, and get the remixes album, the EP they dropped two in '94 was dope
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh shit. Sam Blonde said, the Alcoholics Damn or Hip Hop Drunkies featuring Old Dirty Bastard. I'm gonna go with Damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, even the Buck Wild remix, that shit is hard, yo.
Facts.
Definitely a great track.
Yeah. I'm not even a big Alcoholics fan, but that song Damn is a fucking classic.
Yeah,
That beat
yeah,
exhibit on that fucking track.
definitely.
Yeah.
I was they were big over here too. Like when they came out with Only When I'm Drunk and
Hmm.
Make Room, like they were really big over here in New York. So I've always been a fan of their stuff.
Yeah, man. Their first album came out in '93, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, dope, classic album.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll peep that album out one day and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of put them with like the beat nuts and shit. It's like I like them. I like the beat nuts, but I'm not like a big fan of them like that.
right.
Besides Street Level, and Intoxicated Demons.
That's like their best shit. Stone Crazy.
Yeah, I never heard
Um,
Stone Crazy actually. I'm gonna hear that
yeah,
one.
that was a great album. That one, I like Musical Massacre, but I know some people don't like it. But I thought it was a dope album.
Yeah, that was when they kind of went too pop, right? Because that album cover, I can tell by alone they were trying to go. I don't know what they were going for.
They were going, yeah, like it got promoted. It got promoted a lot. They were going for that radio play, and that's yo that I bought that album the same day I bought that P Diddy Forever album, and I
Oh,
threw that shit
oh
away.
God,
Yep,
oh
the same
God,
day I bought both of them the same day. I was like, yo, why did I buy that puffy shit? It
yo,
was a waste of time.
which was better?
The Beatnuts, of course. Come on, it was a better album. Man. They
Shit,
worst album is still better than that puffy shit.
I feel you. Speaking of
Yeah.
Puff, I got plan out my next trash review. So it's been a while since I've done a trash album review.
What's on the menu?
I might do either Lady of Rage, Necessary Roughness. I know you
Oh
like that
man,
album. I know you like
that's not a trash album, yo.
either that
Ah man,
one
I'm gonna have to
or
defend that album. Sorry.
Ice Cube's War and Peace, either volume one or two.
Oh man, you don't like that? I just put that on my story today. Wow.
I don't like either one of them.
I thought there was some dope tracks on both of them. I think the way I separate them is that I think like for volume one it was more of a darker tone and it has like darker West Coast production from Cube, and
Yeah,
then the volume two is more like upbeat, it's more party songs. But I didn't think it was I don't think they were bad albums. I think they were good. I mean, for me, I thought I liked it, but um, I can see why people don't like it because with you're used to like the political and social conscious Cube like from America's Most Wanted and Death Certificates, and this Cube was more Hollywood. You know what I mean? He was already doing like movies and shit, but I don't think they're whack at all. I like it.
yeah. It's just to me the way Ice Cube was rapping, like post, I want to say post Lethal Injection, Bow
Right,
Down. It's like
right.
the way he was rapping. I like the way he was rapping on around the ad. That
Yeah, like the way he was rapping on songs. It was like like when you hear like We Be Clubbing and like that 2000 Ice Cube. His
oh,
rapping style was different. Yeah,
oh,
I see what you mean.
yeah, like I'm gonna hit the corner. Like I'm
Right,
like,
I see what
I,
you mean. Yeah,
like from '89 to '90, like '94,
right,
like that. The way he was
right.
rapping, His flow was on
Yeah,
point. Like he was angry and shit. With this one, he's trying to
right.
feel like somebody from No Limit
Yeah,
and shit.
he got rich, he got Hollywood. That's what it was. And when you live in a different lifestyle compared to what you were living before, it's gonna change you. So I can see why people don't like it.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, but it to me is way better than like the albums he came out with like during the 2000s, like Life. Even though I got Laugh Now Cry Later, that was a freebie, but that's not a great album. Was it I Am West? I didn't really care for that one.
yeah.
You know,
Raw footage
Raw
had some.
Footage,
That had some shit.
mm, right? But I mean, he was Hollywood at that time, so I mean, he felt like, well, let me put out like two albums. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was decent. I don't think they're bad. You know what I'm saying? But I could
Right.
see why people don't like it because his rhyming style did change on those two albums.
I agree.
But he got some joints like "Till We Rich." I love that song with him and Crazy Bone. Then that's a banging track, and of course "Hello" with Ren and Dre. I thought that was great.
Yeah, Hello was hot. I'll give you that.
Yeah, you know
Um, what do you think of that fuck dying song with Corn?
that would have been better for Korn's album. I don't think I don't know, just it didn't fit to me on a Cube album. But I mean it is Cube because he's done stuff with he had Red Hot Chili Peppers in the Wicked video. He was always like on Lollapalooza with like other rock bands. So it's not really a stretch for him, but I just felt like it would have been better on Korn's album,
Yeah,
But you know, I played it once. You know what I'm saying? It's not like one of my favorite Cube songs.
I agree. I definitely agree with you on that. Um, let's see. KRD said, trash hip hop review Wu Tang is a better tomorrow. Oh,
Oh
that's a
God,
contender.
that was bad.
That's a
Yes, I
contender.
agree.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah, he could join you for that. Kelly could join you for that one because
oh oh
that album was
yeah.
terrible.
'Cause I can't even do that album alone. I need like a bottle of fucking Hennessy and some gin and juice for that shit.
Yeah, the album was bad.
Yeah. What's good, Machiavelli? What's good with you? I never seen you before, but welcome to the channel.
You can do it. I didn't care for You Can Do It. It was okay. I didn't. It's not one of my favorite Cube songs.
Yeah, I'm good on that one.
Yeah,
Um, Sam said, which movie is underrated? Next Friday or Friday after next? Next Friday. Well,
you feel like that's underrated?
it depends on the day. To be real with you, it depends on the day. Because there's some days I like next Friday over Friday after next. Sometimes it's vice
Right.
versa.
I saw both of them. I forgot. Next Friday is that's not the one where he was a security guard, right?
No, that's Friday after next.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, next Friday
I
was
don't know.
when they were in that record
I like
store.
I like the sequel more than the original. I know I said that before here, but the original I've seen it many times. I don't. It didn't do nothing for me. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I know people love it, but everybody got their own taste. You know what I'm saying? Like I love New Jack City. Some people don't.
Oh yeah, New Jack City. That alone is a classic.
I like
Uh,
I like the Friday soundtrack. I think that's a classic soundtrack. But the movie never did nothing for me though. Like I mean, I've seen it many times. It's just I always like this part two more than part one.
the same way how you feel about Friday is the same way how I feel about Love and Basketball on some real shit.
Right, right.
Everyone makes a
Yeah,
big
yeah,
deal.
yeah, yeah. I can see. Yeah, because a lot of people now it's like it's corny to them. You know what I'm saying? But back then it was like a big hit.
Like even back in the day, I didn't really care for that shit. Like I said, like I
Right,
didn't really care for a love over fucking basketball, man. Come on now, like
right, right. But you get the idea that she was madly in love with Q and you know that's his name, right? Q. I think that's his name.
whatever his name.
And she was madly in love with him, and they both were basketball fanatics, and she wanted her man back, and she did what she needed to do to get him back, and I guess that was her way of saying, well, this is the way I'll get you back. Like if you beat me in basketball, then I'll leave you alone. If I win, then you come back to me. So I understood her idea, you know what I'm saying? But when you look back at it, it might look corny or whatever or cheesy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit. Other than that, Yeah, KRD said he's down to join for Wu Tang a better tomorrow.
Yeah,
Uh,
he could do that. Cause
yeah,
I'm not even doing it.
I'll have to let you know when I'm doing that
Yeah,
because yeah,
the album was terrible.
I'm not in a rush to listen to that album to be real. Just that song
Mm.
alone when they sampled the Hell Melvin and that Blue Note song, I'm just like, come on,
Right,
RZA, you're better than this, man. Come on.
exactly. And RZA did the production for that, right?
Yes,
Oh
he did.
God.
He finally did one production on the album. It was that piece of shit.
Wow. Talk about a fall from grace.
Jesus Christ.
Mm, wow.
Oh, ooh. Actually, speaking of Wu Tang, how about fucking Raekwon's The Lex Diamond Story? That album was horrible.
I remember one song from that, the one that he did with Fat Joe. I don't remember nothing else from that album.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
I
yeah,
know people say they don't like it though. I'm like, I gotta hear this again. 'Cause I don't remember the whole album.
yeah, man. Like, personally, I'm sorry. I know y'all like Immobility, but I can't stand
Right.
Immobility.
Yeah, I think that's I don't know. It's I think it gets a lot of like unfair criticism because you know what it is because like it was right after Cuban Link and we wanted another Cuban Link. That's what people thought it was going to be. But when he left, he went into a different direction with the production and the whole the whole story from what he's saying is that it's like a graduation from Cuban Link. So like Cuban Link was when he was a drug dealer on the streets, and then when you get to immobility, it's like he graduated, like how Tony did in Scarface, where he was like he came from Cuba, him and Manolo, and
Mm-hmm.
then it's like they were working underneath for other bosses, and then they branched out and had their own shit going on. So that's what it was like. It was like a graduation from Cuban Link, but a lot of people didn't get that at that time. But I think it's a solid album. I think the production from like unknown producers and having that Pete Rock joint on there, it was a great to me it's a great album. I just feel like it gets slept on because of that. There was no Wu-Tang members on there really, except for like Method Man and Master Killer,
Too many.
and there was no RZA production. So, but I,
Yeah,
I think it's definitely better than Lex Diamonds.
yeah. Too many American cream team. That was a problem with the
Right.
shit. Too many of them niggas.
That's another thing because he had just gotten his own label, the Ice Water Records, and he had his own crew. That's when they
Yeah.
were branching out. Like he had his own crew, and Ghostface had Theodore Unit. You know what I'm saying? ODB had Brooklyn Zoo, so they had their own crews. And then it was like um they were planning on coming out with the Cream Team album, but it got shelved or whatever. So they were all over that album. But I think it had some fire tracks on it. Power, 100 Rounds, Live from New York. The Sneakers joint. I think there was some bangers on it.
Yeah, live from New York and sneakers. Those are my joints right there and shit. I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
I like it. I mean, that's like always been like one of my favorite Raekwon albums after like Cuban Link, like that and Shaolin versus Wu Tang. That's another slept on album.
yeah, I love that. I need to revisit the
Yeah,
album though.
yeah, that was dope. Of course, Cuban Link too. That was great.
Ooh, that's a near
Yeah.
classic right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Michael Seed said Aaliyah's "I Don't Wanna" or "Back in One Piece." Oh, "Back in One Piece."
Yeah, of that song.
Shit, her and DMX
DMX killed that.
for real. Love the way they flipped that Parliament sample too.
Yeah, that was dope.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Ashley said, "I don't really care too much for next Friday. I like Friday after next in the first one." Yeah, like I said, both movies have their flaws with it, but if I was to pick one, I'll probably pick Friday after next. Maybe.
Right.
Yeah. I just feel like it was kind of ridiculous on some parts, but it was still okay, decent and shit.
Mm,
Now this last Friday or whenever this shit would happen, man. Who knows when that would drop?
who knows?
Talking about they trying to wait on Chris Tucker and shit. I don't think Chris Tucker just Chris Tucker don't want to do this shit no more. Just move on.
What he's doing? They doing Rush Hour 4 supposedly.
Yeah, he's doing Rush Hour 4, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's what it is.
Cause you know, fucking Q didn't pay him. I think for the first one, he didn't pay him all his money and shit too.
That's crazy.
That's a fucking thing about. I love Ice Cube, but when it
Mm,
comes to like business wise, he's like the fucking prince when it comes to hip hop. Like he's always beefing with the people he's down with, his
right.
affiliates, like
Right.
fucking the Lynch Mob, Caution,
Mm,
think
mm-hmm.
Sir Jinx, Delta fucking Homo sapien. Um yeah, man, he's always getting the beats with his affiliates and shit like that. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Q just
What about Yo Yo? Did you get any beef with her?
not from what I remember now.
No. True.
Yeah, he didn't have no beef with Dub C.
Right.
Um,
That's his boy.
yeah, man. Rightfully so, man. Dub C that nigga though.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Of course we all know about the beef with Mac 10. Of course we
Right.
all know.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But I've never been a big Mac 10 fan like that, besides, the first album.
Right. I liked the second one based on a true story. I thought I was that had some bangers on it too.
Yeah, I never heard that album on some real shit. I never
Yeah.
heard that one.
Yeah. That was dope. It was dope. I love the first one more, but the second one was got some heat on there.
Yeah. I just didn't care when his music got too like southern hip hop and shit. That's what I didn't care for. Like
Right.
when he went with Cash Money,
That's money, right?
yeah, I didn't care for him then.
Bang Ball album.
Yeah, man. I was like, oh, that was like when a lot of West Coast artists were trying to sound like they're from the South and shit.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of West Coast, man, I got some good shit coming from Hoovy. A lot of West Coast
That's
Southern
what's
hip
up.
hop shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Gotta pay him by tomorrow. Two fucking albums. I never thought I would fucking have. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Shit. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna show you another. I'm gonna show you something, another sneak peek and shit.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah, that's her.
That's the current album that's out now, or that's another album.
Yeah, that's the current album where they combine like two of her like EPs together and
Right.
shit like that.
Mm,
Yeah, I was like, fuck it, I'll just get this shit.
that's dope.
Yeah, man. Um, what else? Yo, what you think about this Lizzo girl?
I saw Lizzo. My mom is in love with her. I saw Lizzo at at Coachella. My mom loves Lizzo. That's all she talk about is Lizzo. You gotta check Lizzo album. Haven't heard it yet, but I saw her perform at Coachella and at the BT Awards because she opened up the BT Awards this year, if I'm not mistaken. And
Mm.
she reminds me. Reminds me a little bit of like Missy. Like she rhymes and she sings and she plays the harmonica or something like that.
Yeah,
You
like
know, and I don't know. I gotta hear her album, but I mean the verdict is still out on Lizzo, but I hear so much about her.
yeah, I be loving when she be pulling out that fucking flute out of nowhere. She
Right.
be killing on that fucking flute and shit. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn,
she can actually play, you know?
yeah, yeah, man. Like a lot of people like say she a dope artist. I'm gonna check her shit out though.
Yeah.
Like I'm definitely gonna check her shit out because
And she's a big woman and she don't care what people think. She wears what she wants. I think that's good, you know, like show some
exactly.
love to the BBW, you know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like. But I don't. I just don't want a motherfucker just recognizing her just because she like big or plus size
Right,
or whatever you want to call it.
right. Exactly.
Cause like just because she's big and shit like that, people automatically just gonna label her as just that. But I just want people just to recognize her talent. That's just me.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, AG man, that nigga been throwing up a lot of heat, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, Hoovy, man, I'm going through some money issues. You got slow your roll
Oh,
with
God.
that shit. Yeah, but I gotta cop some GameCube games from this nigga too, because he be having some
Yeah.
heat GameCube too.
I be seeing the post he be putting up some a lot of GameCube stuff, man.
Yeah. I bet you this nigga got some Pokemon cards. I bet you. You just either
Probably.
got some Yom TV cards or some Pokemon cards. I bet you one day.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh shit, Ash. You said you don't care about Lizzo. To be honest. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
I don't know yet. I gotta hear her first.
I feel you. Yeah, man. Lizzo. And even Prince. I think I read Prince saw potential in her at one point.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. Again, speaking of Prince, man.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I gotta re-listen to this album. I'm gonna read to each this slowly but surely, but yeah, man, I gotta get this shit over with.
Right. So
Fucking
you're not doing the whole album in one session. You're breaking it up in like different episodes or whatever.
yep.
Yeah.
And then like the last Sunday in September, I'm gonna give like what I feel like will be like the perfect songs for each. Like each song, I'll pick like the perfect songs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. As for Crystal Ball, I don't know if I'm gonna review that album or not. To be honest with you,
Right.
I might just revisit that album one day. Cause that's another like triple disc album. I
Right.
think I don't know. I was like, damn,
I never did get my copy from Eric, yo.
nigga. Yeah, that's one album I don't care if I ever get. Cause that's just like fucking $600 man. Like I
Yeah.
love Prince, but I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah. Cocaine prices.
For real, that's that Juice Crew price right there. Cause them Juice Crew albums be expensive as fuck too.
Oh yeah.
Like I was on Amazon, I saw a copy of Granddaddy IU's Smooth Assassin for fucking $74. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
It's crazy.
And I saw the fucking Lead Pipe album for like $8 on in my vinyl store. But I'm not like the biggest fan of Lead Pipe like that.
Right. And you know what's crazy? The Vanity Six album that costs more than the Crystal Ball. That shit is like $700.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Vinyl or CD?
Yep. On CD.
Okay, well on CD, yeah, I can see that, but still, man,
Right.
that's
Yeah,
crazy as
man.
hell.
The only album they ever dropped.
Right, and Apple only has 6 albums cheaper than that too. That's crazy.
Yep. Well, it's abalone. I don't think anybody really took it seriously as a singer. So I mean, I didn't, you know what I mean? But
Oh
you
shit.
know, hey, crazy.
Oh man. Like that the Apollonia 6 album, all I'm just gonna say is it's a dope album if you're into that Minneapolis sound. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
But the
Right.
Vanity 6 album, that shit was more raunchy. That shit's hot.
Definitely. Yep.
Yeah, I definitely want to do like a top Minneapolis albums one day.
Yeah.
Cause
That'd be
like
dope.
niggas also need to recognize like Alexander O'Neal, the Jesse Johnsons, all
Right.
that shit. It's not just Prince and the time and all that. Even though I love those niggas and shit.
Right.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna stay on for about 5 more minutes and shit. Um, AG said a lot of 2000s West Coast sucks. Ye- I kind of have to agree with you. Some majority of that shit, like a lot
Right.
of West Coast acts around the 2000s, they kind of fell off and shit. Like MC8. Um, I have a new appreciation for Snoop's work in the 2000s though. Like some of his works.
Oh yeah. RNG.
Yeah, I gotta re-listen to that album.
Yeah. I love that album. That and yeah, what else? What else? Some of his albums were good to mediocre. Like Documentary was mediocre and
Mm.
Malice in Wonderland and but I think like the No Limit shit after Death Row, I think those are like his best stuff after he left Death Row and I like some of his albums during the 2000s. Not all of them. Ego Tripping I have. I don't even play it. I don't like that album at all.
What album?
Ego Tripping?
I don't know what direction he was going for with that album. Like,
Yo, and
when
I
I,
bought that the first day it came out. I went to FYU and I bought that the first day and I was like disappointed in that album.
like Sexual Eruption, even the video alone, I'm like, it was good, but it was cringy at the same time. Um,
Man,
I
they play that everywhere.
for real, you heard the remix with
Yeah.
Lil Kim?
Nah, I didn't know he had a release for that. Nah.
Shit, I think Kim was using the auto tuner and shit.
Oh God.
Uh, yeah. Speaking of Lil Kim, you remember that song she did called "Download"?
Yeah, with T-Pain.
Yeah, and Charlie Wilson.
Yeah, yeah.
So
They had the video. They used to play the video on 106 Park.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of crazy though because like I was talking to my homeboy and we were talking about how that song samples "Computer Love," and you know how
Right.
like towards like the ending of that song, Charlie Wilson did the ad libbing and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He be doing way too fucking much. Like you know how Shirley Murdoch is like doing her thing, Rock doing his thing. Charlie's like
Mm-hmm.
"Computer Love," all that crazy extra ass shit. Like, and then I was like, he did
Mm.
the same thing on fucking Download too.
Right. God.
Like Charlie Wilson, I love Charlie Wilson, but like that was one song. Like I'm like, yo, this nigga does way too fucking much when it comes to that fucking ad libs on that track.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing?
It was. That's how bad it was. She just told him like, just sing it, sing anything.
Right. Probably had like a good line of coke and shit like that. And then Roger told him to do whatever you fucking want and shit.
Oh man.
Shit. Computer love. That's my shit though. It's like that computer
Yeah.
love.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But listen, I'm about to finish up this paper for tomorrow and shit like that though.
Uh,
I'm gonna definitely see you tomorrow for this Michael Jackson and Prince
yeah.
thing.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gotta be great.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
yeah, thank y'all so much for watching this review. Just to let you know, the album is Sade's Love is Rock. Is the album still in
Love is
print?
rock.
The album's still in print, right?
Yes. Yeah. The film print. Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Pick this up.
Yeah. And Friday at 4 o'clock, we are going to talk about the Sweetback album. I
Yeah.
think there's never been a review on YouTube too. So if y'all fans of that album, check it out. Check it out.
Yeah.
And then definitely think about doing a review this next Monday or Tuesday. I'll let you know.
I might be a little late for that though. 'Cause I know I'm supposed to be going out on Friday, like Friday afternoon, but I'll try to be back like 4:15.
Okay, yeah, let me know ahead of time and
Yeah.
shit like that because I might be
All
out
right.
and about too and shit too.
All right. Cool.
All right, bro. Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah. No doubt, man. Anytime.
All right, bro. Peace. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.